All right. Thursday night. And it is April the 9th, 2026. And you're watching Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show coming to you live in color and black and white. If you have a black and white,
they can turn it. They can mash a button on that cat and then make it be black and white.
Yeah, I think the new word for that would be monochrome.
Monochrome.
Yeah, that would
Write
be
it down.
Yeah, but anyway, you can watch us in black and white. You can watch us in color. Listen, you can turn the picture off and just listen to us if you want to. We don't care. We just glad honored that you have joined us here on this Thursday night, April the 9th, 2026, as we officially this month start our 7th year in broadcasting. 7 years that we're starting out with in April this is starting the 7th year of broadcast. We've completed 6 years of broadcast on Facebook. And if you watch it on Facebook, reach over, hit the like button, hit the share button, let everybody know you're a fan of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Don't forget our YouTube channel, Dirt Road Sports YouTube channel. Every episode on there is archived for your viewing pleasure. And we want you to be able to have that in your repertoire. And say maybe you're going on a family vacation to the Grand Canyon. You can watch it all the way there and all the way back.
Yeah, I know folks that's going to the Grand Canyon and they hike in South Dakota. Go hiking in South Dakota. I know. In fact, I talked with one this past week.
Do they watch this show?
Well, some of them do, not all of them.
I got you. Yeah.
One of them does. The one I talked to did. I'm not going to call any names. I'm not going to expose anybody.
I got you.
But these were, yeah.
I understand. But hey,
Marvin, you said broadcasting. I mean, are we any kind of affiliated with Broadway?
No.
Oh no.
Because number one, there'd be some liberality there. Number two, they would want us to belong to the Actors Guild, and we'd have to pay dues so that they could represent us.
Yeah, but we ain't acting.
Well,
no, we're not acting. That's right.
No,
that
isn't true.
Ain't nothing but the truth.
That's right.
That's all we doing. The truth. No, we are not. We are not affiliated with now. You know, it would be a good idea, man. It'd be neat for us to broadcast live from Broadway.
And well, I don't know about live, but pipe in. I don't want to go to Broadway. I'm not going to Broadway.
I wouldn't mind. What if we could set up live at the Apollo Theater?
I can go there. I ain't going to no Apollo Theater.
I know where they did Soul Train.
I don't know where they did
that on the moon.
I know where they did it. You're not going.
I'm not going. I don't care. I don't care if they did Soul Train down here at the youth center.
But hey, we are glad you're joining us tonight, Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show. We got an hour and a half packed for you tonight. We don't know what we're going to talk about. Do have a lot of information for you tonight. Got a lot of interesting things to share with you tonight. Hey, pick up the phone, call your neighbor, send them a text, say, hey, it's time for Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Don't miss it because it won't be live after we go off the air. All 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands tonight. We're live at our studio in Thompsontown, Georgia. Our studio, 100% Flamingo Boulevard, The Rock, Georgia. And our studio at turn number 3 at the Old Rocket Speedway in the great city of Kinsey, Alabama. Loud and proud. And hey, we're broadcasting where it's legal and illegal for us to broadcast. And as always, and I see one of our weekly guys, he's up there, Clay McDaniel, watching from the great state of Baker County, Georgia.
He's there.
Always chimes in every Thursday night.
Great America, too. A real 100% first class United States blue-blooded America.
That's it.
What who he is.
And
that's the kind of folks we like. You know,
yeah.
we like. We don't have to explain a lot to them.
That's it.
They already know.
And that kind of that was a good segue, if you will, there into who we are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're blue-blooded. We love America. Our little banner.
Whoa! My blood red, brother. Time out. Somebody red. I ain't seen no. Blue blood is a socially active Democrat, or blue bloods. Yeah, my blood matches my neck.
Red blood. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You know
who
what?
we are.
Let him get his train of thought back now. Y'all just hold on. Get him back up. He's
I'm
We
going.
like
done
a,
shook him.
I get off out there, and in the lower right hand quadrant of the screen, that represents us. We're proud to be an American. We are proud to be Bible believing Christians, and we are proud gun toting Second Amendment believers. Hey, toting them. We don't mind. We're not ashamed of that. That's who we are. We're peace loving, law abiding, just American people that love each other, love the Lord, and don't want to put up with stupidness.
Oh, and by the way, too, we pay taxes.
Yeah.
So those
That's
who
right.
don't pay taxes can eat and live higher on the hog than us.
Way higher on the hog.
Way higher on the hog than we can't drive no Escalade if you
Who?
we can't go get our nails did and all the time, and we can't go buy 12 packs of malt liquor and a carton of Kent cigarettes.
Yeah, they still make
I
those.
don't know.
Coos, man. Coos.
Yeah,
Oh.
cool, yeah, menthol cool. We can't do that. We can do it. But we have to pay for you to do it. That's what we can't do it.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to two folks. Mike Stewart, he watches us every week. He is in rehearsal right now in Cotton Hall, and he had his knee operated on and crippled, and still watching Charlie Platt.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
What they doing? Something in Cotton Hall? What they doing in Cotton Hall?
They're doing a production for Mayhaw.
What's it called?
Mayhaw. That's
Mayhaw
interesting.
radio show.
Mayhaw radio show.
Yeah.
That's
Wow!
interesting.
How did they come up with that idea? Woo. Yeah, that's great. We need to plug them.
Coos.
When is it gonna be?
Hey, Mike Stewart, send me a text with a
Some
flyer
dates.
and some dates on it, and we want to plug that y'all's Mayhaw Radio Show. And then I want to give a shout out. Look at that, Queasel. George Williams is watching and is on his way to the Masters tomorrow.
Well, that's a good place for him because I know he's the master of nothing. So I mean, you know, that's a good place for him. Is the master.
You go ruffle his feathers at the beginning of the show.
I'm gonna be on.
Yeah, I expect I'll be getting a phone call from him.
All right,
But I mean, that was too good. You opened the gate, I had to close it. I mean, there
I
wasn't nothing
understand.
else I could do with that.
All right, let me finish my intro. Y'all know who we are. We just who we are. But for those of you in Martha's Vineyard, Minneapolis, all over the world that do not subscribe to those same type ideologies that we are, we understand that we probably run your blood pressure up, make you want to take a Xanax, have to get drunk on liquor, go outside and stick toothpicks in your fingernails or whatever. We got something you can do tonight that you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to watch us, but we give you something you can replace it with. So if our ideology does not line up with yours and you're exact opposite of us, here's what we want you to do. I don't know if you saw it this week, but Hunter Biden is now having to live overseas because he's in a lawsuit and $17 million in debt. What we'd like for you to do during the next hour and a half is get online and see if you can create a GoFundMe
A GoFundMe for Hunter.
for Hunter and
Send him some money.
yeah, send him some money so he can come back to America. And we feel like that would be better use. Or how about this? Pick up the phone and call him and offer him a job. Let him move in and live with you, and you pay him.
You pay, you pay him to live with you.
Yeah,
That'd be good. Yeah.
he might even paint you a portrait or
But
something.
that's the man right there, man. That's the darling. That's the Democrats' darling. They love him. They worship at his feet. They love him. That's him. In a nutshell, that's your man, Democrats, right there.
And here's the deal: $17 million in a debt, and had to go to South Africa to live.
And he don't even farm.
What if he farmed? How much in debt with?
100. The way he throw money away.
Oh yeah! Now look at it. Come back at him. Tully knows I taught him a lot.
Yeah, but listen here. He sent me something. Said
I better got them. All right,
he just,
so
wait a minute now. He just sent me something. He said, shot 70 today. He didn't say 70 what, but he said shot 70, the lowest I ever shot. I
Wow.
don't know what he's shooting at.
Quail, dove, I
Well,
don't
that-
know.
I
Anyway,
have no idea.
tonight at this segment, we normally do an honor a small town, but I actually have a little piece of history tonight to share with you. Had a viewer send in some photos. It's history plus current events, and I had a viewer, one of our good friends from right here in Colquitt, Georgia, Mr. Russell Whitaker, sent this to me today, and it's over in the city of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I wanted to share this picture with you right here, and I want to give you a little bit of history about this. Charlie, you may know about this. But this is actually the Mobile and Ohio Railroad trestle in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and it was built in 1898. 3,600 foot long wooden and steel truss bridge, and it's used to cross the Blackwater River.
Black Warrior.
Excuse me, Black Warrior
There you go.
River, and it's to connect the M&O Railroad between Columbus, Mississippi, and Montgomery, Alabama. And it is a huge monument. And Russell Whitaker is one of our fellow Colquittians, and he works with the railroad.
Yep.
Been working with them for years, and he sent me these pictures today. A train was coming through, and it threw a spark, and it caught the trestle on fire, if you will. And I got a few pictures here of it.
Cool.
And that it's almost a mile long, and it was a spark that was generated, and he wanted to share this because of how dry it is, and
The timbers
that
are
it,
dry.
you know, those timbers are dry
Good
to be able to
gracious.
cause that kind of fire.
Oh,
Queen, let me ask you a question. How could you put a fire like that out?
You'd have to
normal
hit it
firefighting
from the
equipment.
ground with some big water. You'd have to use some turrets on the truck, some large diameter stuff to get water on that, because
man.
you can't. By the time you stretched fire hose across it, it'd be too late. So you'd have to come up from the bottom. But let me tell you something. Whoever's fought it, my hat's off to them, because that's a
Well,
hard thing. I've
look-
tried to put out little old trestles, around here in Miller County, and back we used to have some wooden ones, and let me tell you something, they are tough to put out, because that black smoke right there burning ain't nothing but tar and creosote
Tar.
right there.
That's right.
How old? I mean, I know they replaced them, but there's probably some old timbers in there.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
good gracious.
How long did you say that the trestle
He
was?
said it was almost a mile long.
How you
Ain't
gonna
no-
get
3,600 feet is what you said in
Yeah.
the original thing.
Well, it looked like
36
on that last picture that Marvin had, there was some roads up there pretty close. Did he put up there? Maybe you could get there and take some turrets and some deck guns and maybe even an aerial device and get up there and shoot water down on it. That'd be about the only hope you had.
man.
Because
But
by
that's
the time
current event. That happened today in
You,
Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
you hand lay 3,600 foot of hose, you too tired to fight fire by the time you get there.
Yeah.
How much water, Queasel, would you even have to have on the ground?
Oh Lord, you better have a fire hydrant. What you better have, you ain't
You better
gonna
have
cook.
a good pumper that
Yeah.
can put one hose in that river and the other one on the
And-
fire.
And the other thing they could do is call in the forestry, let them come in and do a water dump on it. A water dump is would help them.
Like with a helicopter or something.
Yep, man, that's serious fire right there.
That's red hot fire there, boys.
Well, when you see fire, when you see smoke that color, that tells you all that dark color in that smoke right there tells that ain't nothing but unburned fuel. If you contain that smoke right there and let that heat build up in it, every bit of that'll flash over. That's what causes the flash over. When that smoke is dark colored and that gray, we call it a putrid looking gray. That means the fire's got plenty of fuel, plenty of energy, and it's burning and it's looking for whatever it can look for to consume. That's when it's time to make sure you got some help and some help coming quick.
Look what a cloud of smoke right there, Queasel.
It's fitting to get away from them if they don't do something with it.
Yeah.
But Tuscaloosa, I met their fire chief. It's been quite a few years ago, and he probably's done retired, but he was the one that was there when that big tornado come through.
Yep, I
And he-
remember that.
He come to our fire chiefs association and gave the story. And I was as impressed with him and the way he run his fire department as I was most anybody I ever met. The man knew what he was doing. They saved many, many lives in the things they done during that hurricane, that tornado in Tuscaloosa. So Tuscaloosa's got a Class A, Grade A jam up fire department, so they probably okay.
Russell Whitaker said there are roads up under it, but your buddy in the mountains, David Kimball, said they probably having to lay hose because there ain't no hydrants close.
Well, man, that's a long way to lay hose. A long way.
You were talking about Tuscaloosa had a pretty good fire department. They got a pretty good football team too, don't they?
I didn't say that.
But
I
they
didn't say
do.
that.
But they do.
I didn't say that. I didn't even incinerate that. I didn't even get close to that.
I'm just making this point. You know,
I know. You
I'm
just
strong with
was,
football.
you know.
What do you call that? Bait and switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we ain't scared of them no more. How about that? That'll work. Yeah, we ain't
Well, hey,
scared of them no more.
let me give a big shout out, Russell Whitaker. Thank you. We appreciate you
Yeah.
sharing that with
Yeah.
us. Hey, that's what we love. Anytime y'all have anything news like that, y'all send it to us. We love it. That's right on for what we want to
What we talk about?
what we want to talk about.
Tell
Yeah.
our people about.
And that's right. That's our people. Right there. A man from Colquitt, right there today with it. And
Hey, is it still active, or do you know?
I don't know, Russell. You watching? Has the fire been contained and put out, or is it still active? If you'll post a comment and let us know that, we would be appreciative on that. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Hey, that is a good time right there for me to tell y'all. This ain't a fire, but man, it's gonna be hot commodity when it comes out in just a few weeks right here.
Here at LAE Farms in Newton, Georgia, blueberries are more than a crop. They're part of our family legacy. Our farm is proudly run by Alan and Tracy Etheridge with their son Lawton helping keep the tradition growing. And we're excited to say blueberry season is almost here. Starting mid-April, we will have fresh hand-picked blueberries in 5-pound boxes available straight from our farm. Pickups will be available in Albany or Newton so you can enjoy fresh local berries at their peak. Be sure to follow our Facebook page for ordering, giveaways, and seasonal updates. And as always, feel free to share the ordering link with family and friends. And thank you most of all for supporting local farmers in Georgia Grown. We can't wait to share another blueberry season with you. LAE Farms, fresh blueberries from our family to yours.
Hey,
So-
Russell said they got it.
They got it. Okay, good.
Said they got
I need to ask a question. I was reading an article here, looking for something, maybe to talk about. And I see out here in Southern California, they operating a gym. They're going to open up a gym, a California college, to exclude men to ensure women and non-binary What is a non-binary? What is that?
I mean, they don't know what they are. They don't know if they a he, a she, or an it.
Or a
Well, they
shoe.
got some britches, ain't they?
Yeah, they don't go by
Pull
that.
them down and look. They
Yeah.
see what they are.
Yeah. No, they don't. No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, are you serious about it? Because I don't know what it means. I really
I
don't.
promise you, non-binary means that they may be a female today and a male tomorrow, or they may be neither
Or both.
or both.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Next-
They may
They're lunatics, if you will.
I
And it may
understand
be
that.
They're opening up
There
a
may be
gym
a-
for lunatics. I think
there
that
may be a
lunatics
cat
welcome.
tomorrow.
A what?
A cat. They can identify
Oh, yeah.
themselves as a cat.
Yeah.
A
Doing
cat?
it all the
Yes,
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog. A duck.
Non-binary, that's the new word. Yeah, I watched a video today, and a girl was interviewing a woman. And she said, how do you identify?" She said, "I identify. My pronouns are they, them. Do you want me to tell you how to properly use it?" And she said, "No, because I'm not. I'm not going to use proper pronouns."
So did they
Yeah,
still do? I know they used to do that when Joe Biden was the president. You'd get them, especially if you got some kind of federal email. They would have their pronouns.
Oh yeah,
Down
same
there at
thing.
the bottom.
Same thing.
And so they still do that same old silly stuff.
What they didn't sign off with Mr. So and so or Misery so and so.
It'd be
They
like
sign the name and then put he, she, it.
them,
And
they.
sometime it was together. Those other two words were together. And and or what whatever there was. And
It's federal
I
government employees.
Oh yeah, we paying that salary. That's some more of us doling out money to incompetent people and to worthless individuals. Well,
well,
our money we doling out to them.
this is at the University of Southern California.
Oh, of course.
That fits them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's them. That's them.
Well, I sent Floyd one this week. Here's another article. Minneapolis considers legalizing adult bathhouses and venues
That's
public
right.
that allow sexual activity.
Yes, sir.
They ain't got no bathroom at the house.
Now this is a bathhouse.
Bath house.
Like,
You bathe one another.
yeah, you go in a big. There'd be like
Oh.
100 folks in there bathing.
And
Well,
you bathe
I-
one another.
A
While you're in
bathhouse
there.
at like the campground. That's where you go take a bath if you don't want to bathe in your campground. I didn't know.
Bath is the last thing on their mind when they go in there.
So this is a cat house with running water.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
Woo.
Okay. All right.
Oh, boy.
Man, if you want something screwed up, you turn it over to a bunch of Democrats. They'll show you how to screw it up.
You think there's any in Minneapolis?
Man, nothing but. Nothing.
That's all.
Them stupid people they elected Jesse Ventura as their governor one time. And you talk about a freak. That's him.
So you would not want to do a show live in Minneapolis?
You wouldn't do it. I ain't going to Minneapolis. I've been to Minneapolis.
For no reason.
I have too.
I ain't going back.
I've been there too, and I tell you what, I found out Minneapolis would, something that Minneapolis would really be good for, make a really good, nice something that it would be really meaningful and all. Minneapolis, the whole area is good for make a good place for a cemetery. I couldn't find nowhere to eat, nowhere that they could cook food that you could eat. They could cook food, but you couldn't eat it. They couldn't talk. It was cold. I didn't see nothing up there that I liked. The best thing I saw in Minneapolis, Minnesota was that Delta jet at the airport pointing toward Memphis. That's the best thing I saw in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
I agree.
Charlie, you had I don't know if you were ready for this, but I was going to throw this up. It looked like they still biting.
Coach Griffin did it. Quaisel, that's his best to date of that variety of fish. A 2.6.
That's a good one right there now.
Now that is the best he's ever. That's the best one he's ever caught. And Coach Hicks put him on that one, and it
Good.
came out of the lake, not the river. But isn't that a pretty fish?
It
Wow.
sure is.
Wow.
Now, I want. Can I go ahead and kind of introduce my little thing there, because we'll get the serious stuff out. I want to hear Floyd tell some good stories. Quaisel, let me before we do this. You weren't there, and I know how close you work with certain people on this program. But if you could have seen Sunday morning what me and Floyd saw from the second row at Crooked Creek Church out there, they had an explosion, if you will. The sound system went boom and went boom again.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Floyd, I reached in my pocket for more than one reason. One reason was to make sure I had my nitroglycerin, so I had a patch on, but I was going to give it to the preacher because he looked like he had evacuation in his depends up there behind the pulpit.
Yeah,
Well,
he
you
ain't
know-
the only one. Hey, he ain't the only one.
I heard somebody else told me about it. I'm trying to remember who it was. Would it have been something that you could you notice it online? Oh,
Yeah,
I know
go
who it
online.
was.
Go back
I
and
know
look.
who it was.
Yeah.
It was
Charles Pickle.
It was the professor of produce.
Yeah, Charles Pickle
Yeah,
told me.
it
He
was-
asked me
He
about
told
it.
me about it.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was a showstopper, I guarantee you. It took
Marvin,
him a
what
while
did you
to
do? Did you
I had
spin
to
in the
look
microphone
down
and
and make
start
sure
it
there
out?
wasn't a streak of water running down both britches legs. I'll tell you that.
It It sucked all the oxygen out of the room momentarily. But I must admit that the right reverend hooked back up pretty quick. He didn't even
He
have to
did.
answer like he normally does when he gets off a base sometimes.
Yeah.
Where am I? What was I talking about? He didn't even have to say that. He hooked right back
He was
up. But
focused.
it was a loud bang sound, if you will.
Yeah.
And
It was so loud on the second row there. If he had asked where he was, I don't think the two people sitting side by side on that second row could have told him where he was.
Mm.
It took the air out of the room.
You were
uh,
preaching with power, wasn't you, Marvin?
Yeah. Hey,
he was
I,
bearing down. Now,
I
let me tell you what, he dang sure was bearing down.
I was rolling, but it didn't.
He had it good. He was going good, but he
He
hooked right
was.
back up.
Queensville,
Yeah,
do you know where Ochese Pond is?
No,
Yeah.
sir.
You don't know where it is?
I don't think so.
South of Grand Ridge, down there south of Sneeds, before you
Mm,
get to I-10.
mm-mm. No.
It's a pretty popular fishing hole in Jackson County, Florida. And we've been talking about the well in Miller County that has been going down, 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 and from 15 feet below the surface water to 43 point whatever it was today. Let me show folks, if you will, Marvin, this was done on Facebook by a resident down there in Jackson County. And let's show what a lake can look like in this. I'm talking about a big 1,000 acre plus lake in Jackson County, Florida. Roll it, if you will.
All right, we're down here at Lake Ochese boat ramp. Place I grew up. About 13, 14 years of age fishing down here. Unbelievable how it done dried up. Unbelievable. It's crazy. Tell you what, it is dry. Bad, bad, bad. I'm guessing they found a sinkhole. That may be some of the problem, all the drainage. What it looks like. Nothing you can do about that. There's one big old tree that's sunk on down in there. They're not saying anything about these sinkholes and old springs and stuff like that drying up.
Uh,
Man,
that goes to show you how dry it really is and what bad shape that Floridan aquifer is in right now, which goes hand in hand with Queasel's problem of folks trying to burn trash. I mean, it don't have to do with the aquifer, but we in a mess here, and we don't have any rain in the forecast for the next 10 days or so. That lake has gone up and down like Lake Jackson over in north of Tallahassee, but not it don't completely go dry. But it hadn't been this dry since about the drought of 1954. So that goes to show we are. What bothers me is folks planting these seed, and they're fixing to turn those irrigation pumps on wide open all throughout the Flint River region. Uh, we may have some times to come we don't know what to do with on that stuff. I don't know. I don't know where to go with it, but we need to be on our knees and we need to have that prayer session for
yep.
rain. And now they're saying we're not even, they predicted storms last year. We didn't have any. Now they're saying this is going to be a lower than usual chance of tropical storms or hurricanes. And it would take nothing less than a tropical storm to dump 15 inches of water over a big area to recharge that aquifer where it would be healthy again. That's the sad part about it.
Well, it's today. I just pulled it up. It's 43.43 feet from the surface.
From the ground to the water level.
Yep.
That's right.
43.43.
When the aquifer is full, it's about 15 feet from the ground to the water level. So,
And April of last year, 1 year ago, it was 25 feet from the surface, and now from 25 to 43.43.
20 something feet.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Pray for rain.
I found my daddy talking about 1954. He always talked about 1954 because they planted and they didn't gather. They gathered nothing that year. The only thing they would plow the peanuts up and they would actually just bale them for hay so they'd have something to feed their livestock on. But he told me, he said, and I remember this, and I'm thinking about this right now. Y'all know how this wind's been blowing, the wind blowing out of the east. He told me, he said, son, he said the wind blew the whole year out of the east. Wind blew all year long out of the east. He said we didn't get nothing. No, got enough to get the crop up, and that was it.
Well, I found, I think something might have something to do with it. Marvin's gonna have to bail me out. All I can do is get him started. So it says right here that at times I might shut up the heavens so no rain falls, or command grasshoppers to devour your crops, or send plagues among you. But then if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sins and restore their land. That might have something to do with it. What you think, Mark?
100%.
What humbling yourself, does that mean opening up bathhouses in Minnesota for people to come in there and have group sex? Is that humbling yourself? That's fools.
That is spitting in the face of God.
That's it.
That's what that is.
That is.
That is spitting in the face of God, and that is, honestly, if you want to know, we should not be surprised where we are.
No.
I mean, if you read the book of Revelation and you read some other prophetic Daniel and some of the other words of prophecy, men will be lovers of themselves. Men will what was once true will become false, and what was false will become true, and so forth and so on. And I'm paraphrasing here, but I mean that's where we are.
Yep.
And there is, until people are willing to do what Queasel said there in 2 Chronicles 7:14, that is the simplistic recipe for God to send revival to anywhere.
To save this country.
Yeah.
But you got to humble yourself.
But
you can't look in the mirror every day and look and say how great I am and look how pretty I am and look how smart I am. That's not humbling yourself.
And the other part is we got to seek his face. We got to seek him. People ain't looking to seek him. They looking to run away from him.
That's it.
They don't want to seek him because they can't handle the truth.
Oh, you're right. You hit it on the head. Chinatown, Jody Redding said that his uncle said today, he's 90, and he said today that he had never seen it this dry, and he said winds out of the east just like y'all.
That's an old time. That's an old timey right there now, folks.
Yep.
I'm not a smart man, but that old fella that's 90 years old, he's seen a heap more than I have, and my daddy saw a lot more than I've seen.
I can't speak for everybody watching, but I know the four of us has said more than once, we hope we never get what we deserve.
Amen.
I wonder if maybe we beginning to get a little bit of what we, Granny, you know what Granny always told me? My granny was a wise woman. My granny had something, and most of it come out of the Bible, but every now and then she come up with one, and she would tell me that if you make your bed hard, you're going to have to lay in it.
True.
And so, we might have just made our bed hard. All these people that know more than God, and now, we're going to have to lay in it. I sure hope not. Prayer's the answer.
Yep. Hey, we'll be right back. Give us just a second.
Looking to buy or sell quality cattle with folks you can trust? Head on over to Seminole Livestock Auction, located on Highway 91 North in Donaldsonville, Georgia. Every Monday at 12 noon, buyers and sellers come together for a fast-paced, dependable cattle sale you can count on. Whether you're moving a few head or managing a larger operation, Seminole Livestock Auction delivers a fair market value and a smooth professional experience every time. With years of experience and a reputation built on honesty and service, this is where the Wiregrass area does business. Have cattle to sell or questions about the market? Call Gerald Mock today at 229-524-2305 and let him take care of your cattle sales needs. Seminole Livestock Auction, Highway 91, Donaldsonville. Sell every Monday at noon. Be there.
So I just figured out why George Williams is going to the Masters.
Why?
I just saw this right here. It says that um, people are raging over the low cost of concessions at the Masters. The concession stand is going to offer unbelievable prices. A sandwich for $1.50 to $3. Um, Muffins is $2.50. Cookies and chips $1.50. Georgia peach ice cream sandwich is $3. Popcorn and drinks $2. How about that? That's
Yeah, but
cheap
I'm
now.
confused. I'm confused about the Masters, about
Yeah,
people that go to the Masters.
I know where you're going.
You
Come on.
95% of the people that go to the Masters golf tournament are millionaires. Now, by George, they can afford more. Why they want to make the poor ice cream man go broke?
Well,
The millionaires.
I'm just
Hey,
either
telling you what the thing said.
this is nuts. Charge $15 for an ice cream sandwich. Let that poor jackass make some money.
well, there's one thing we do not know in the equation, Floyd. You know, when beer joints used to have cover charges, I wonder what the cover charge to get in the Masters
I'm
is.
sure there's a cover charge that's heavy.
But the ice cream man ain't getting none of it. The popcorn man ain't getting none of it.
Brian Whitaker said that he heard that the peach ice cream cat sandwich is so hard you got to let it thaw out in your pocket for 30 minutes before you eat it.
They put $1 dropping about a dang dollar
What do you
dang ice
expect?
cream sandwich. What do you expect for $1? Please.
See, Janger says, who cares about the ice cream? How much is beer?
Yeah, Sugar worried about a beer. He ain't worried about no ice cream.
I bet the beer ain't cheap.
Let me see if I can
Hey,
find the beer.
I
Hold
bet the
on.
beer and the liquor ain't cheap. I bet they ain't even got no Johnny Walker Red. I bet the nearest thing they got is Johnny Walker Black and Blue.
What's a blue? What is
It's
it?
high dollar.
Oh, really?
Way out of my league.
It ain't like, what's that?
It
James Fox.
it ain't like nothing I ever drunk before.
I had a man tell me one time he had one glass of that high dollar Johnny Walker. It was $50 for one glass.
Well, he a millionaire too. He told you that.
Janger, I don't see nothing about the beer. I don't know what to tell you, brother.
Oh, they ain't gonna have it. They ain't gonna talk about the beer and the liquor.
Their
They ain't about the
specialty.
poor hot dog man and the poor ice cream and the popcorn man. Let's ream him while we at it.
Well,
The
Marvin
the
pays more for that corn dog over at the racetrack than they paying in the
Oh
Masters.
man, I had if you took him two corn dogs and that stick of corn I had, that was $20 in all. And it wound up.
Several years ago.
And 95% of the people who was at the ARP racetrack is broke. Include those three. Oh, it was all out of it's all out of kilter. It was like Marvin talking about a while ago, what's right or be wrong and what's wrong. It's all out of balance. Ain't no balance in the world in the United States no more.
No, no.
No man ain't got a chance.
Well, I mean, there's concert tickets now to go see some of these people. $2,500 to go
To
see
see
a
who?
concert.
No lie.
Yeah.
Well,
Sports.
let me tell you what. Let me tell you what's stupid. And I was part of that business. If you want to go to WrestleMania and sit on the front row, it's $7,500. Now, if you want to sit in the nosebleed seats, you can get one of them for $200. That's the cheapest seat in the house.
Man, I used to go to the Dothan Civic Center and sit on the front row for $5. What you
That's
talking
right.
about?
And it's like sweat on you.
That's
It's
right.
like Precious Ledge. We went to see Precious Ledge one night at the downtown motel in Albany, Georgia. We had us a JC convention up there. Precious Ledge, he was up there singing. He had just got out of jail, by the way. He was up there singing, and he was slinging sweat all over us everywhere. Man, we get up dancing. Woo, man, perfect. But I close, and I think it was just free. All you had to do was buy cocktails while you was in there. It was free. Percy was sagging for change.
If
He
you
can
don't go,
sing.
Oh man, he can still sing.
Oh, he's still alive.
No, I said he could
Oh,
still.
good.
And see,
He could still sing.
and all these people out here think we got a script.
Yeah.
Think we going off of a script.
when you bring up the old Percy Sledge, let me say this right quick in case I forget to do it in the future. My buddy and a guy that I listened to and decided that he and Dixie Hatfield made me want to do radio. Bill J. Moody is going into the Alabama Broadcast Hall of Fame later this month, and I will be up there to see my friend go in. He deserves it. And Floyd can tell you more about listening to Bill J. and he was one of the innovators of the Big Bam shows back in the day. You remember them?
Yeah.
They were $2 to get into back in the day.
And there was 25 acts. They were all the big acts. Right? They were there.
$2 and $3 to get in was the only price you paid.
$600 to go see Ron White comedy show in Tallahassee. Shingler just put it up.
Well, if he can get 600,
Y'all can watch us for free. y'all just wait, just hang on. That's what I'm telling you. Y'all gonna be sending checks in when it's over with tonight.
Mercy.
Shingler said he was excited until he wasn't when he found out it was $600.
Hey, look here, what y'all see? Y'all can hear a rerun of the Charlie Platt and the Rose Sports Show. Just send us $5. Send us $5. Watch all you want. No questions asked. No strings attached.
Oh God!
$600 to sit there and watch Ron White.
Yeah, $600. Who would you pay $600 to go see?
I'm not gonna see nobody. Man, please.
Professor Produce. Look at yonder.
Whoa.
He's gathering.
Yep.
He's gathering.
And then looks like right here that's
he done Harvard. Man,
Look at that
Look at-
onion ring.
He ain't scared, is he?
He ain't scared. He put something in some grease, man.
that onion
I'm
right there,
telling you.
that is the best advertisement for Charmin toilet paper they ever been right there. I promise.
I can't. They're ready, baby. They are. Look at that. What's some pretty. He planted about Thanksgiving, wasn't it?
I don't know when he planted. I don't ask him. I just want to know when he gathers them.
You don't care about
I don't
planting.
care when he planted.
Marvin, do you eat a lot of rosebud onions?
I love them.
That's what I'm saying. Do you eat a lot of them? I just wondered.
I will. I have to be careful.
Yeah, you had to be careful with them. Sure enough, now they worse than mullet rope.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they fry them in peanut oil.
Yeah.
What you talking about? The rosebud, kind of cut them in, there's sections there. Drop them down in there. Yeah.
Let them get good and greasy.
I like
Soak
a fried
that
onion,
grease.
just a regular onion. I don't like it with all that batter and stuff on it. I just like it fried. In that
Fry,
grease.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
just try
about.
to drop it in the grease.
There you go.
For all you folks that go out there and pay $12, $15 for a blooming onion, you send us $2 and we'll give you the recipe for a regular fried onion.
Rosebud
You can buy
onion.
your onion from Charles Pickle.
Yeah.
To show you how to do it, just send us $2.
$2. And just drop it in the mail.
Drop it in the
And
mail.
cash. You can send two $1 bills.
You can send two $1 bills. You can send 8 quarters. And just mark it. Dirt Road Sports, Colquitt, Georgia. That's all you got to do.
And they'll get it too.
We'll get it.
Yeah, they'll get it too.
For $19.95, we'll throw in a 5-pound bag of onions with it.
Hey, we'll be right back.
In Southwest Georgia, quality still means something. At Sowega Meat Company, we're proud to bring you the best, from pasture to plate. Step inside our 11,100 square foot USDA inspected processing facility, where tradition meets precision, and every cut is handled with care. Whether you need custom butchering, premium cuts for your table, or fresh, locally sourced specialty groceries, we've got you covered. 2 convenient locations to serve you: 1699 Highway 27 North in Colquitt, Georgia, and 17965 US Highway 431 South in Headland, Alabama. Because around here, we don't just sell meat. We deliver quality you can trust and flavor you can taste. Call 229-758-8600 or visit SowegaMeatCompany.com. Sowega Meat Company, rooted in tradition, cut above the rest.
But we're getting right spotty with our commercials. You know that? I'm telling you what, I'm impressing myself with them things.
Yes, sir.
I tell you, we're always trying to stay on the cutting edge. You have to,
Right.
you have to keep improving your image, if you will. And I think that we're trying to do that.
And that $600 they paying to Ron, what has he done to
He
it?
ain't gonna do that. It's gonna make you laugh. I mean, if them old jokes, I don't heard them all. I can tell him jokes.
He gonna walk out with a cigar and a thing of scotch
And he gonna talk.
and talk.
I can do that.
Listen,
$600. I come to your house and tell some Ron White jokes. You ain't got to furnish a cigar. If you furnish the scotch and pay me $600, I come to your house and Queasel and Johnny and Marvin. I can use them kind of as they can be kind of inspiration. They can be kind of a laugh machine, if you will.
$600. That's a private show.
Well, that ain't but an hour now. That ain't.
Whoa. Go to 800 on it, and we will bring the barbecue grill and grill them something to eat to go with
Well,
it.
go real now. We'll bring the grill. They grill their own meat. I ain't gonna buy no steak for nobody, man. We be going in the hole, Charlie.
Correct. You're right.
We bring some sauce and some soda crackers and some hoop cheese.
Well, we might ought to let them have them some scotch, because back in the days when I used to play some rock and roll with the drums, about the time everybody done drank about all the scotch, that's when you started making some real money. If you
That's when you made
30
money.
more minutes,
Yeah.
another hour or whatever, you could make some money. Wouldn't make nothing from 8 o'clock to midnight, but when midnight got there, well, if you were willing to play about
Oh yeah,
3
go play.
o'clock.
Yeah, we'll play 30 more minutes for another 200.
Yeah.
Pass the hat.
Yes, sir.
I've been there.
I had a buddy that sang, and back years ago he sung. I won't call his name, y'all all know it, but he sung with Eugene Hornsby and the Quasars. And
why come we can't know his name? I mean, what is it, like a military secret or
well,
something?
you don't give names like the person climbing. Well, I'll tell you who it was. Rick Thursby.
I know Rick Thursby.
sang.
Great guy. Got a great voice.
He used to sing with Eugene. This back in the 70s and 80s. And they were singing in Marianna, Florida. There was alcohol involved. It was like a moose club, and there was a man, it was a woman. Wanted him. He could sing to all the girls I've loved before. Julio Iglesias. And he said he sung it. And she said, "I want you to sing it again." He said, $100 singing 4 times.
Come on,
$100. Let me ask you this: so if somebody wanted you to tell Reverend Johnson a bookie story and tell it over and over again for $100 each time you told it,
we'll till daylight.
Man.
oh mercy!
Until the crack of dawn.
Oh Lord,
We ain't never been that lucky,
No.
We've had people.
We have missed the boat on hitting it big time.
We've had people to offer to pay us to shut up, but I don't think we've ever had people to offer to pay us to keep talking.
all right, I just had one come in. Just had one come in. I got a man saying, here's what he made. Said he put his money where his mouth is. He said, "Tell Floyd I have $600
Whoa,
if
come on, read it to me now.
if he will tell the Baker County adjuster story.
I can tell it, but it won't be no good unless I use all of the proper language. And I can't use the proper language. I can't use the proper language on a family-oriented show.
They pull us off there.
Pull us off there. Everybody think we were Democrats. Yeah, I know who you talking to.
We'll be right back.
Hey, y'all looking for something cute, custom, and full of Southern charm? You've got to check out Southern Hissy Fits right on the square in Colquitt. From custom embroidery, personalized t-shirts, to stylish tumblers, unique gifts, soy candles, jewelry, custom wreath sashes, custom barred quilts, and boutique apparel, Southern Hissy Fits has a little bit of everything with a whole lot of personality. Need something custom for your business, team, or special occasion? They've got you covered with quality work and hometown service you can count on. Stop by and see them at 209 West College Street in Colquitt, or give them a call at 229-308-3360. And be sure to catch Trivia Time on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, sponsored proudly by Southern Hissy Fits. Southern Hissy Fits, where your style comes with a little Southern attitude.
It's time for Trivia Time here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, brought to us by our sponsor, Southern Hissy Fits. And here we are. I have a question tonight. We don't have a picture. We have a question tonight for our trivia question. Here it is. What TV series always signed off by saying, "Leave your blood at the Red Cross, not on the highway"? What television series signed off every episode by saying, "Leave your blood at the Red Cross, not on the highway"? Winner will receive a gift, an item off the merch table of Dirt Road Sports. Compliments.
You got me on that. I'm waiting on Floyd's cousin to shoot me a text. I don't know that one.
Yeah.
I don't know it.
What TV series signed off by saying, "Leave your blood at the Red Cross, not on the highway"? Looking for the TV series. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. So we'll give y'all a few minutes. JW Dream got it. Highway Patrol.
Highway Patrol, Broderick Crockett.
So
That's it.
Oh.
There.
That's it. Dan Matthews.
Yep.
I've been dialing in, and all y'all have the YouTube channel, I know, on your television. You can see any of them old TV shows like that if you want to. I just plugged in one night, Highway Patrol, and there they were. And man, it's one right. You can watch a year of Highway Patrol shows.
All right, JW Dream, you're the winner there.
We know him, yeah.
Get you something in the mail from Southern Hissy Fits, our sponsor, Highway Patrol. Bill Dismuke come in on. He knew it.
Dismuke knows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bill
He has
Dismuke
Dismuke know what kind of cars and all. They drive one of them. Dan Matthews, I see he drive a 3-hole Buick. I see him, and they have I got a water car on there I saw the other night. I ain't got no idea what it was. It must have been like a DeSoto or something that they was driving. It'd run too.
Hey guys, it's KWG Plumbing LLC, Kenneth Wayne Garney, Alabama and Georgia license. 229-220-6694. That's the magic number to call. And if you ain't flowing, he will get you going. Our proud sponsor, Mr. Wayne Garney, KWG Plumbing LLC. Brother Wayne, glad to have you with us tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Glad to be on the show, man. Y'all got me rolling laughing tonight. Smile on my face.
Well, all right, I got about 3 pictures here. The first one is looks like a spread here of on top of the stove. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, sir. That's fresh wild turkey, store-bought turkey, and French fries, and all the fixings to go with it, and sausage to go with it.
Man, that's like a meal fit for a king. And then I got one.
That wild turkey is something serious now. That was delicious.
There's 2 pictures side by side. One of them is you standing at a bar there with a bunch of food. What was that? Was that the food y'all ate there?
Yeah, well, that was last night. The wild turkey was night before last, and last night was sauteed smoked pork chops, pancakes, eggs, cheese grits, with a side of just praise the Lord and being thankful.
I see it, baby. All right.
And strawberries.
I see
Yes,
them
sir, and
strawberries. They look good. Let's get to the fishing report. I see you got a picture here with a bunch of catfish and looks like maybe a small. Is that a bass there? I don't know what. I'll tell us about it.
Yes, sir. Me and Bookie been fishing all day today. I sent the crew out and I picked Bookie up. Me and him went out fishing, and as soon as we left the daggone boat ramp, he go to talking about he done left shoe in the back at the truck, and I told him, I said, man, we ain't going back till sunset now. You just gonna have to do without it. But
Lord.
we ended up having a good day. That's a largemouth bass in the middle, and 10 or 12 red bellies and several catfish. The catfish was hitting good early in the morning. The bite got slow on the catfish in the afternoon, but
now were these in the
wind
river
was
or
something else? Now I'm gonna tell you.
Just the river or the lake?
This is the Chattahoochee River north of Trails End.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir. And
pretty
Boogie,
nice
he's
cat.
been mad with me all day. He didn't want to get in the picture when I took the fish because I made him go all day without his chewing tobacco. So I'll get him in there next time.
I see it. How about some words of wisdom for us, brother?
Yes, sir. Wayne says always keep a smile on your face. And as a local community, I just ask everybody lift up Hilton. He's my neighbor here on Highway 45. And I've done a job for one of my neighbors, and it got me to thinking, we have a commandment in the Bible, and it says, love thy neighbor as theirself. And I just want to pass that on to the audience tonight is, sometimes your neighbor might not be next door. He might be 10 miles down the road like Hilton, but we are commanded to love them. And I appreciate y'all sharing the ad, and y'all have a good night.
Thank you so much, brother. KWG Plumbing, LLC. We'll see you next week. And that moves us right into our segment entitled Q-Tips with none other than Queasel.
Well, thank you there, Marvin. I'm gonna kind of do like Floyd tonight. I'm gonna reflect a little bit. I'm gonna go with an old timey tip, but it might work if you can still find the ingredients. Remember back in the as long as you could get it. Used to use it a lot in the 70s and the 80s, and even some in the 90s when you can find it. And if you still might find it, and I don't know if any of y'all even know it, but I don't know if you've ever heard of Octagon soap. But Octagon soap, you used to could buy, especially in the 70s and 80s in the grocery store, and it'd be good soft soap, just like you buy anywhere else. And man, if you had a gas leak or a gas tank leaking on a car, a lawnmower, any kind of metal tank, it might even would work on plastic. I don't know. I never tried it on plastic. But you could take that Octagon soap and you could shave it off in your hand and just put a drop or two of water in it and make you a paste. And you took that paste and you just took your thumb and you just mashed it up and rubbed it over where that leak was. And it would dry it up, just bone dry, and it didn't take it long to do it. Now, as times got a little later on, maybe toward the 2000s and after that, you couldn't get good soft Octagon soap when you could find it. But I learned a little trick. You take that soap, when you tried to shave it off, it would crumble. Well, when it crumbled like that, you couldn't get it stick together, so you could take like a little piece of cotton off of a Q-tip or off of a little piece of cotton ball and pull them fibers apart and get in there and mix it with you and put you a drop or two of water, get it in there, and that cotton would hold that paste together. And you put it on that gas leak, and I guarantee you it would stop it. That's a trick my granddaddy taught me way back yonder, and that's a trick the old timers use, and that's one of Queasel's quick tips that you might could still use today if you could find Octagon soap. But it just makes me remember all the things that we learned from people who pretty much educated themselves. They didn't go to school, they didn't go to college, they went to the school, they graduated from the school of hard knocks. People had to find what they could find to get by with, and we fixed, I can't tell you the number of gas leaks because people couldn't afford to buy a new gas tank. So you had to figure out a way to fix them. Octagon soap would flat fix them. So that's Queasel's reflections of a quick tip that worked for many years, could still work today if you can find the soap.
if you're all mixed up about the body that you're in. There's a man down south that'll change you from a rooster to a hen. They call him Castrating Carl because that's his trade. It won't take him long when he opens up his blade. He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny. And your daddy will never have to call you son. Castrating Carl, the man with the plan. He's from Bascom, where you don't have to ask him, are you a woman or a man? He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny. And your daddy will never have to call you son.
Hey, we want to give a big shout out to Carl Cressman, Custom Cattle Services. Custom Cattle Services, right there in Bascom, Florida. All your needs for cattle, working cattle, worming cattle, cutting cattle, hauling cattle. Carl will do it. Don't hurt yourself. Call Custom Cattle Services, 850-557-3764. Man, we got somebody watching. Well, it's the Tabs, Buffalo, Wyoming. We stretching wide and far.
We everywhere. We worldwide.
Mm-hmm. Buffalo,
Who
Wyoming.
Who tabs
Nancy Phillips Tab.
Yeah,
You know her.
Yeah. That's Rojo's sister.
That's it. You can't get to Buffalo, Wyoming from here.
Mm-mm. You can't. You got to go somewhere else before you
You
get
got to
there.
go somewhere else to get down here. You might go to Charlie's and turn left and go west. I ain't sure.
That's it. Got to go to Charlie's house and turn left.
That's
Grizzly,
right.
I got
testimony text in. This man that text said when he was 10 years old, your granddaddy J.W. rubbed a wart off of his hand.
Come
He
on.
could do it.
Yep.
He could do it. He
Rub
could
it off.
flat do it. I don't know how he done it, but he done it.
I never knew that.
Yep.
I used to see
They
people
folks had the power to do that and talk the fire out of a burn.
Folks used to line up there to well, I ain't gonna lie, but I mean, they was constantly somebody coming up there, mostly bringing children for granddaddy to rub it, and he'd rub it. And all I can remember is once he done it, he'd tell them, "Don't look at it."
Uh-huh.
It went away.
Come on.
It sure did. Sure did.
Hey guys, it's time for Marv's Minute in the Word. Our scripture this week is from Psalm 37. It says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust also in him, and he will do it. He will bring forth your righteousness as the light and your judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret because of him who prospers in his way, because of the man who carries out wicked schemes." You know, the Bible tells us, it's telling us here to delight in the Lord, and he'll give us the desires of our heart. Doesn't necessarily mean that he'll give us everything we want, but he will make sure that our needs are provided for, because he loves us and he cares for us, and he wants us to come to him with the desires of our heart. It says to commit our way to the Lord and to trust in him. You know, it's one thing to believe in the Lord, but it's a whole nother thing to trust in the Lord. And then I like what verse 7 said, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. I don't know about you, but I struggle sometimes to rest in the Lord. And the Lord wants us to rest in him. You know, the Bible's very clear to speak. Those who are weary, come to me, and I shall give them rest. Summation for this is trust the Lord, delight in him, focus on him, and he'll take care of all the rest. Let's pray. Father, we thank you today for loving us. We thank you, Lord, that we can delight in you, Lord, for who you are, and you're going to take care of us. Lord, I pray that you help us to commit ourselves to you and to trust in you. And I ask you to help us to rest in you and to wait patiently on you. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen.
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 Hey, one more. We'll be right back. Here's our good friend. If you need him, he's one phone call away.
Sometimes you need a lawyer in your corner who ain't scared to fight. He'll defend you, don't matter if you are wrong or right. He's a South Georgia redneck with a ponytail and a law degree. With Billy Shingler as your lawyer, you will always be found not guilty. Just looking at Billy Shingler makes that DA weak. He'll mumble and fumble and be scared to speak. He'll shout, "Your Honor, I surrender, 'cause I know when I'm beat." Call Billy Shingler when the man has got them cuffs on tight. He'll fuss and cuss and slash and burn, shake his fist and holler, "I'm in your corner, let's fight, fight, fight."
Shingler Law, Donaldsonville, Georgia, 229-524-1225. Sorry.
Looking for great food, a welcoming atmosphere, and a place that just feels like home? Come on down to TK's Bar and Grill in Colquitt, Georgia, right there at 571 North Cuthbert Street. TK's is serving up fresh, flavorful meals that keep folks coming back again and again. Whether you're stopping in for a quick lunch or sitting down to unwind with friends over supper, you'll taste the difference in every bite. We're open Monday through Friday for lunch and Wednesday through Friday for supper. Call ahead and we'll have it ready for you at 229-254-7850. TK's Bar and Grill. Great food, great atmosphere, and a great experience right here in good old Colquitt.
Hey guys, it's time right now for Floyd's Frolicans, and it is brought to us by our good friend, our confidant, our sponsor in exclusivity and perpetuity, TC Berryhill Auctioneers, proud sponsor of Floyd's Frolicans for the week.
Had a great week this past week. Had a great week in the weekend, Easter weekend, leading up to it. Charlie and I attended Coleridge Church, Marvin's Church there at Platt Creek. Had a great experience there. But later on in the day, I went to another church. My cousin Bookie had asked me to come down back there with Reverend Johnson, Reverend Pencil Johnson.
Same as last week.
Yeah, last Easter. It was Easter week, Easter Sunday. With the Marvin's Church start with, then after done on everything, went on out there at Reverend Johnson's church at Second United Holy Tabernacle of Love, Brotherhood, Sisterhood, and Scrutiny Church.
Wait, I thought there was another church.
No, that was that first church of the last change of the World on Fire Holy Tabernacle of Salvation and Redemption Assembly. That was the first. I was the one he used to preach at. We preached now at this with him.
He got kicked out of that one.
They kicked out of that. Yeah.
What happened?
Well, he was and got him for gluttony. They had to throw him out. But anyway, Bookie had invited me to come to church. My cousin Bookie, y'all know cousin Bookie Wells. He was at the meeting there at the church house. Had a church full of folks there. And Reverend Johnson, y'all know Reverend Johnson, that big old guy. He 485 pounds, big old round rotund man. He got his hair all pomaded back, got it roached back in that pompadour, got it dyed jet black, got that double knit suit on, that big old tie. He got the tie it's got a knot in it, that big around his neck, and it coming about right there, back to the top of his britches, because he pulled his britches up over his he's puzzle gutted, and he pulled his britches up over his big old belly, and then britches, they got a zipper on this that long.
It's longer, don't
it? It's getting longer. He preaches hell, fire, and brimstone all in the same breath. I'm talking about. So anyway, I went there to the church there. I was sitting back there with Bookie. Bookie's all excited. Bookie, Reverend Johnson let him back in his church. Y'all heard me talking a couple of weeks ago about Reverend Johnson throwing Bookie out of his church on account of Bookie and his wife Wathena. They were supposed to give up sex during Lent, and they got carried away down there at the Piggly Wiggly, and they got thrown out the Piggly Wiggly for having sex on the floor. rolling around after that can of corn fell off. And anyway, Reverend Johnson told him he was banned from the church too. And he said, well, I know that I'm banned down there at the Piggly Wiggly too. So. But anyway, he was back. And Reverend Johnson was bearing down, of course, on Easter. Y'all know what the Easter is? The resurrection is what Easter was about. And Reverend Johnson was bearing down on the resurrection, and he went to preach it, and Bookie kind of said it kind of went like this.
Well, today we're going to preach on the resurrection. We're going to examine the resurrection, and I'm going to call on some of my brethren in the crowd, and I want you to describe how the resurrection makes you feel. I want you to tell it loud, tell it proud, testify, and give us a word. And tonight, first, I'm going to call on Brother Donnell Gorey. Brother Donnell, tell us how the resurrection makes you feel.
Oh, I appreciate you asking me that, Reverend Johnson said. What it do to the resurrection? He said, it's for real. It's real. And it take my breath away.
Second, I'm gonna call on brother Ulysses Perkins. How does the resurrection make you feel, brother Ulysses, and everybody that don't know you, brother Smokey?
and brother, you will see. He said, it's so wonderful. I don't want it to end.
Thirdly, I'm gonna call on you, brother Sylvester Chumley. How does the resurrection make you feel? Stand up and testify.
Brother Chumley comes to me and said, "Oh, that it make me weak, make me weak and peace." And at that time, Bookie, he's jumping up down. He wants to get in. He's hollering, he's jumping up down, and Reverend Johnson kind of acting like he's ignoring him. But finally, he has to give him his space in there and talk to him.
Brother Bookie, I see you ain't gonna be quiet. You ain't gonna settle down till I call on you, and we gotta bring this thing. You gotta land this plane. So, Brother Bookie, stand up and tell us what the resurrection means to you.
And Bookie got me yelling, well, now, yeah, you want money, Johnson. He said, it made me feel like it's real, too. And it take my breath away. And he said, that's what Brother Donnell said there. And Brother Ulysses said, it's so wonderful. I don't know why I don't want it to end. He said, I don't want it to end. It's so good. And he said, I agree with Brother Sylvester. He said, it made me weak in my knees. He said, all that stuff affects me. He said, but I got something I want to add to that. I got something I got to add to that. I got something I got to testify to. If it lasts more than 4 hours, you better get to the emergency room.
They don't never get old, Floyd. They don't never get old.
Oh, no.
I ain't never heard that one before. I don't know if I can do the weather. All right. We're going to have weather, folks. And thank goodness for folks like Kelly Crop Insurance for being a part of our little get together every Thursday night. We appreciate you folks, as do the folks in the agricultural community. Kelly Crop Insurance, Colquitt, Georgia. Wish I had something nice to say about the weather. And these folks that are burning up 431 and they're burning up 27 over there, heading south to the beach. I'm sure y'all know Georgia is out up there in the north, but Atlanta's out this week because they're all coming through here going to the beach. They're going to have a big time down there, but what we talked about earlier in the program is serious business, folks. We need some rain. We got spring, almost summer type temperatures heading our way into the next week, all the way through Thursday, with maybe a 5% chance of rain. And things changed last week with the weather forecast. We ended up getting a little bit more than what we thought we were going to get, and prayer can change a whole lot of things. I believe in it. And what Queasel talked about a little bit earlier, the scripture about humbling and praying, and we need to all be looking at that. Thank y'all for watching. We appreciate you. We love y'all. Do pray for our nation, that we return back to where we need to return to, and that's to God. Pray for our president, the decisions that he's making in a very, very touchy situation. I can tell you though now, uh, it's a war, and it's a religious, if you want to call it that, or spiritual war that's going on in this world right now. And it's Marvin said it good early in the program. If you read the book of Revelation or any other number of scriptures, you know you don't need to be surprised at what's going on. And it's going on, it's happening. But pray that we'll do God's will and God's will be done. Queasel is yours.
Thank you, Charlie. Hey, thank y'all for letting us come in. We enjoy, and I don't know about y'all, but I have had one more good time tonight. I have laughed till and it does you good to laugh. If you ever get in your life to where you can't laugh, then pick up that Bible and get your heart right with the Lord, and you can laugh then, because the worst thing that happened to me is that if I leave, I'm going to heaven. So what if I got to be what I got to fear? I can laugh about everything. But laughter is good, and that's all we want to do is maybe make you laugh a little bit. If we can't do that, maybe just bring a smile to your face. But I have laughed and enjoyed myself tonight. So closing out, let me tell you, if you see a active military or a veteran, stop and tell them thank you. Tell them thank you for their service. Because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to get on here and talk about the folks on Martha's Vineyard or wherever else we're talking about. They give us the right to be freedom, so we can say what we want to say. If you see a law officer, a deputy, a sheriff, police officer, a trooper, investigative agency officer, if you see a paramedic, an EMT, firefighter, tell them thank you. Tell them you appreciate the fact, knowing that you're going to go to sleep tonight, and you can sleep knowing that they going to keep you safe, because they the folks that run toward what you run away from. You see these people, thank them for putting their lives on the line. I love you. God loves you. We'll see y'all next week. Floyd?
Try to get that quiz. Had a good time tonight. We did. We laughed a lot. Laughter ain't gonna hurt nothing. You better laugh every chance you get, cause like I say, one day you may wake up and they may not be too much funny that day. Laugh every chance you get. We enjoy being with y'all. I can't believe, like Marvin talking about, what 6 years we've been doing.
Starting 7 years.
Starting on 7 years, had a great time, and it's just one of those things that just kind of materialized as we go along with it. And we appreciate y'all inviting us into your homes, and we try to have a good time, and we hope y'all have a good time. But in the morning when you wake up, first thing you need to do is say, Lord, thank you that I know who I am and where I am.
Mm-hmm.
And if you put your feet on the floor and you can stand up, say, Lord, thank you for letting me stand up and walk. Just start giving him thanks. Just start thanking him for everything he's done for you. And I tell you what, by 9 o'clock, you'll be wore out just thanking him for what he's done for you just tomorrow morning. But we love y'all. We appreciate y'all being with us. And be vigilant of your surroundings. Surround yourself with like-minded people and exercise your Second Amendment rights. We'll see y'all next week.
Guys, we love you. Appreciate every one of you. We can't say it enough. Thank you for being fans of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family about us. Lord willing, and the creek does not rise, we will be right back here next week, same place, same time, for more Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. But until then, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter who you do it with, and most especially if you find yourself experiencing issues longer than 4 hours, be particular.
See ya.